भगवान श्री योगी रामसूरतकुमार की जय। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। Yogi Ramsuratkumar Rama 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 Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar. Rama 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 भगवान श्री योगी रामसूरतकुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी रामसूरतकुमारार्पणमस्तु। Today is a holy, holy day. Not only because it's Hanuman Jayanti, as celebrated in Konkani and in North India, but also it is the holy birthday of Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Bhagwan, Gurudev, Papa Ramdas. It is the Jayanti, the holy, holy Jayanti of Papa Ramdas. When we celebrate our birthdays in a very grand manner, inviting all the relatives and friends, we are laying foundation for the births to follow. We are celebrating our Jayanti so that Jayanti will be celebrated again and again and again. But when we celebrate the Jayanti of a birthless one, we are inviting a huge blessing for our own birthlessness. On the Jayanti day of any great soul, there will be a very special flow of grace. So all those who visit the place of the great Mahatma and all those who remember him will stand to benefit enormously. So on this special holy, holy day, we shall not only pray to Shri Hanumanji, who is the very embodiment of service and bhakti and valor and the great intellect. You can go on describing. We shall also pray to Papa Ramdas to bless us all with birthlessness, meaning that state of being where there is no birth or death anymore. With deep gratitude, in celebration of this grace by our Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar, we have offered his Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. For some time now, we have been going through the stories of Papa Ramdas as told by him and as read out to Bhagwan. We all know how Papa Ramdas entered the kingdom of God. So we wouldn't go into the details of the story, except that when he chanted, though he was a householder, when there was a sudden inspiration from Shri Ram He took initiation from his own father. And after that, it was an extraordinary sadhana. He was completely overwhelmed by Shri Rama's influence. The call was irresistible. He left his place, he left everyone, and began to wander with constant chanting of Rama Nama. And what was more, he began to look upon everyone as an expression of Shri Ram. He would also address everybody as Ram. He never called anybody by name. He was practicing it both literally and figuratively. And he also said that Ram was not only outside as manifestation, as manifested beings, he was very much inside him. So these were the three features, salient features of the sadhana which we have to learn from him. Constant remembrance of the divine name and constant awareness that every being, every creature is an expression of the divine. And that divine, the ultimate divinity, is residing in all of us. And so, he said he was chanting and chanting for 3 years, practicing surrender, looking upon everyone as Shri Ram. At the end of which, when he sat there in one place, meditation simply happened. He didn't have to struggle. Every nama purifies us. And so when we reach that purity and concentration, meditation happens. Deep meditation. So this is what we have to learn from Papa Ramdas. And of course, to prove how he practiced it, how it became the truth for him, let's recall one particular incident. When he stayed in one of the caves in Khatri, he had a small lota, what we call a tumbler. That was the only possession he had. And it was very old and dented, that his attendant thought it was time to replace the old one. He bought a brand new one and kept it near Papa Ramdas. But Papa Ramdas was already in deep meditation. So his attendant thought he would go outside and then come back after some work. But when he came back, he found the brand new tumbler gone from there. Somebody had come inside and stolen that, the own possession of Papa Ramdas, that the attendant was very particular about. So when Papa Ramdas opened his eyes, the attendant, feeling something that the brand new one was lost because of the carelessness of Papa Ramdas, questioned him. And you know what Papa Ramdas said? Ram gives and Ram takes. So this is something that we have to learn. Let us take it deep inside that it's Ram who gives and it is Ram who takes. It is his all along. When somebody asked Swami Shivananda, what is the difference between God and man? He said immediately, God gives and forgives, and man gets and forgets. So today, we shall not only go through a story of Papa Ramdas as narrated by him, that is. The story was well circulated even before that. He picked up those stories to make a moral teaching, to accentuate a particular teaching. We should also remember these things about Papa Ramdas. Now the story is, there was a lady, a housemaid, who was working under a saint, was working in the household of a saint. She used to do all the household work. And one of the household works was the cow dung. She had to prepare the flat ones and put them up for drying. So the cow dung cakes, as they call it, were all set up outside the house in the sun for drying up. It so happened that the neighboring lady also had done the same thing, and she had put up her own cow dung cakes adjacent to this bhakta, the housemaid. After they dried up, the lady, the neighbor, thought, okay, I have some more here, so I can claim some more of hers also, and nobody would know. So when she started to pick up some of the cow dung cakes of this bhakta, I think all of you know this is Janabhai. Now Janabhai was ready to fight out. She immediately started the fight, saying that they are mine, how dare you take them? Now soon there was a physical fight between the two of them. Imagine Janabhai was herself a saint. And when Namdev, in whose household she was working, came to know that the fight was going on for the cow dung cakes between the two of them, he rushed there. And he said, why do you people fight? I can easily pick up the ones Janabhai made. And then he took up every cow dung cake, held it near his ear, and whenever he heard Vittal, Vittal, Vittal from the cow dung cake, he knew it was Janabhai. So he would keep it aside, saying that it belonged to his housemaid. So you see, Janabhai, whatever work she was doing, she always chanted the name of Vithoba. She would never miss a Nama. So whatever work she was doing, whatever things she dealt with, they all reflected the Namas she chanted. They echoed the Namas. And that's how Namdev found out that those were the ones that belonged to Janabhai. Now this story was read out to Bhagwan, and of course you can imagine Bhagwan's reaction. It moved him to tears. So we understand that whenever we chant the name of the Divine, wherever we are, whatever work we do, when we do it with the chanting of the Nama goes deep into all those things. I used to say the household ladies, when they cook, keep chanting the name while cooking. you will see there's a layer of sattvic energy falling upon that. And when your husband and children eat it, it will go into them and create a sattvic energy. Whatever work you do in the household, if you do it chanting the name, not only the house gets cleaned, but all the unwanted thoughts there, the forces there, would also be cleared out. And the men who go to the office to do the work, while going up to the office, you can keep on chanting. And when you look upon your office as his office, because everything belongs to the divine, and then before you start the work, chant a few names of the divine, and then say, I'm going to start your work. This is your seva. Kindly accept it as my seva to you. And then after the work is over, when you come out, you pray to the divine to accept whatever work you have done the whole day as seva from you, as puja from you. And you would see how the whole thing changes. What could have been easily a drudgery would now, in quite a few days, change everything, the very atmosphere of the office. Actually, after I prescribed it, one boy came and told me after some time, he said there was new respect in the eyes of the people around who were so indifferent to him in the beginning. And the company was progressing. So we can easily bring in God in our daily life, and we can learn to live with Him. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you again and again, a million times, for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to the world today. But what do we see in today's world? There is so much more violence growing, and there is no harmony or discipline or order. People live any way they like and create a philosophy of their own to suit themselves, to justify it. And there is already the war going on between two countries with its devastating results. And Bhagavan, there is often the unexpected, sudden attacks of cruel diseases and the furies of nature. We beg you, Bhagavan, to stop the war immediately so that peace is prevalent. And please bless us with harmony, order, disciplined life, and growing friendship and mutual help. And Bhagavan, we also beg you to keep under your control those killer diseases and the furies, the violence of nature. We beg you also to uproot all the negativities of the human mind that are responsible for today's world of violence. We also beg you to reach out to those people who have been stranded in varied places of the world, the whole world, who are suffering some past karma, unable to get help or protection. We beg you to reach out to them and do the needful. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been slogging for the welfare of the other people from unhealthy, unworthy criticisms and aspersion. We beg you again to promote the economy of the country and the growth in the varied fields of activity so that India would soon reach that high status of world teacher, to conduct the whole world in the path of dharma. We also beg you, pray to you in all intensity and earnestness and sincerity for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your powerful name and unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings, so that we assimilate them and make them into Atma Shakti. Bhagavan, please bless us to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic elements. We also beg you to bless our everyday life, to run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the ultimate state of bliss and peace, the state of yours. But then we need to be purified. The mind is harboring the latent tendencies of our previous birth's experiences. And so it is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, and whatnot. You have declared that Nama is the most powerful weapon to destroy these vasanas. We take refuge in your powerful Nama and joyful chanting of it so that we get purified. Wherever we live in this world, whatever work falls upon us, we know it to be yours. So we do it in the spirit of service to you, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that all that would make into Atma Shakti. And Bhagavan, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a grief or joy, knowing that they're all coming from you. It can only be a blessing to us. If there is no adversity at all in life, we would never turn to you. So you have kept up the relentless law of karma. When we get some adversity, some suffering due to our past karma's punishment, compassionate and loving that you are, you also put a blessing in it, so that the suffering would cleanse us of all unwanted tendencies. It gives us closer kinship with you, apart from pushing us towards you. Bhagavan, please bless us to be able to see your living, vibrant presence everywhere and in everything. We also seek your blessings to be aware that it is your sankalpa that's behind all the happenings of life. Whenever there's an adversity, a bad karma suddenly starts to play up, we know how life changes. We collapse and we begin to resent God, feeling that He has let us down, and blame bitterly all the others for our own failures. But then Bhagavan has said, for those of us who chant His name and do His seva, His Father would convert all the sufferings into great blessings. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us to be grateful to you, even for the sufferings of life, knowing them to be blessings in disguise. We seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of misery they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we who have been seeking only solutions to endless problems of life, seek now dissolution of the root cause of all our problems, to be free from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, to be free from the tyranny of ego, the aham bhav. Please bless us with the atma bhav, an immortal life, eternal living, an eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.